Ivy Masters Learning Center at ivymasters.com, and today we're going to look at the 17th question from Digital SAT Test 1, and the paragraph reads, American writer Edwin Denticat, who emigrated from Haiti in 1981, blah, 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 blah. One thing that could simplify the sentence and help you to get the answer is when a phrase is between matching punctuation, you could take it out. If it's between dashes, you could always take it out. If it's between parentheses, you could always take it out. If it's between commas, you got to see whether or not it interrupts the sentence, and if it does, then you can take it out. So here, how do we know we could take out this phrase right here to help us to understand the sentence? I'm going to cross it right out. Because after the first comma, what we get is a W word, and after the second comma, we get a verb. And that puts the subject right next to the verb, and it simplifies the sentence. It's going to make it easier to see what the correct answer is in this case. Now, when I look at the answer choices, I see a period after essays and answer choice D. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this sentence up to that point and see if that could be its own sentence. And it reads as, American writer Edwin Denticat has won acclaim for her powerful short stories, novels, and essays. Could that be its own sentence? Why, yes, it could. So now, keeping in mind answer choice D, I'm going to read from praising to the end and see if that could be its own sentence. Praising her lyrical yet unflinching depictions of her native country's turbulent history, writer Robert Antoni has compared Denticat to Nobel Prize winning novelist Toni Morrison. Could that be its own sentence? Why, yes, it can. What kind of constructions do we have in that sentence, second sentence? What we've got is, we'd call this a modifying phrase before what it's modifying. So the sentence starts with praising her lyrical yet unflinching depictions of her native country's turbulent history, comma. What follows the comma has to be who is praising her lyrical yet unflinching depiction of her native country's turbulent history. And it is writer Robert Antoni. And when you've got that modifying phrase in the beginning, you should have an independent clause after, which you do. In other words, writer Robert Antoni has compared Denticat to Nobel Prize winning novelist Toni Morrison. That could be its own sentence as well. Correct answer here is going to be D. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has difficulty with these types of questions, telling what's an independent clause and what is not. Notice answer choice A, we would call that a comma splice. We have a comma separating two independent clauses. That's why that's wrong. To see the full video, check us out at, actually to see a 1 minute video, check us out on TikTok, and have a great day.